Hello?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Ah, you can't see me. Why is that? Why is that? Okay. Why? Turn on camera. I'm clicking on turn on camera, but it's not working.
It's not a problem.
Is that a problem?
No, no, it's fine.
Fine. All right.
So,
Can I ask
yeah,
you a very fast question? Eureka Hedge, it only deals with funds or managed account platforms, or both?
so Eureka Hedge is a platform that we actually acquired about 18 months ago. So Eureka Hedge was only dealing with funds, but now we've linked it up with our HFM platform. It also deals with investors.
Again, you only deal with funds, and then what?
We deal with funds, managers, investors, consultants, and mandates.
Okay. So if there's a managed account, it will be also on your platform. We can find that.
Exactly. Yes.
But you understand the problematic issue with managed accounts because one manager can manage 10 or 20 accounts and each one is different style. Okay, another question. Do you audit these funds track records performance?
Yes, we do track the fund's performance. So we've been around for around 24 years,
Not tracking,
and
sorry,
we've
sorry, not tracking, auditing. How can you make sure that the performance numbers given by the fund is real?
yeah. So that's a all we can do. So all we can do is trust the funds. We're added to their monthly distribution lists. So the data that we're getting is the same data that they're sending to their investors. So if the information isn't accurate, they're also lying to their investors, which, as you can imagine, for a hedge fund isn't best practice.
Um, Again, what's the mechanism you take? How you make sure it's the same stuff that's been sent to the investor? How do you make sure of that?
So we're basically CC'd into emails that they send to them. Yeah, CC'd into emails, so into their monthly distribution list. As you can imagine, they send their
Yeah.
performance out,
And you take the
updates,
numbers from
and
that.
we're into
Uh,
exactly, yeah,
okay.
and put it onto the platform.
Okay. But if the hedge fund is based in the BVI or some distant jurisdiction, they, they hardly care about their licensing or if they are licensed at all. Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. I mean,
Yeah, again, this is something that there's not much we can really do apart from take them at their best word.
time.
Um,
Fine. Okay.
yeah,
Can I ask another question? You told me like you
sure.
deal with investors.
Yep.
In this way, when you recommend a fund to investor, you have to make sure of the numbers.
We don't actively recommend funds to investors.
Mhm.
All we do is provide the information, and then it's the investor's choice after inspecting the fund
Mhm.
whether they wish to work with them or not.
Okay. And do you take fees for forwarding this to the client?
It's not something that we forward, so we are a subscription-based service.
Subscription.
So yeah, our
Okay.
subscribers
Sorry,
will.
I took the lead of the conversation. Please go ahead, start, do your sale thing. I mean, I just wanted, these are the most important things for me. But anyway, you can start your pitch. I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
not a problem. So I firstly wanted to understand what would be more about what you do first of all, and what your goal would be with Eureka Hedge. I had a look at your website and I saw, and maybe I'm getting this wrong, that you work with family offices and give them investment advice.
Yes, in a way, not just family offices, but mostly investors. But I have some family offices.
Okay,
Yeah.
then. And yeah, so what exactly were you looking to get out of using a platform like Eureka Hedge?
What I'm looking for? I'm looking for like
Yeah.
star managers who we can track and maybe invest with them because I believe the alpha is with the new managers, uh,
Mm.
even though there's a high risk, operational risk. But if you're looking for return, it's not gonna be with the star performers, the past performers. Usually they keep on declining as they age and they become bigger. So if you're looking for
Okay.
numbers, you have to look for the emerging managers, and that's where I could need Eureka Hedge.
Okay.
Mm.
Not a problem at all. Yeah, and is there any particular types of managers that you look at? So is it any particular region, any particular strategy, or are you pretty
I'm
open to the
open for
managers?
all. I'm open for all. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so with that being said, there's two agendas that I have for the meeting today.
Hmm.
The first one is that I want to navigate the platform, show you how you can use it. So for potential future use, it's all there in your mind.
Hmm.
And then the plan is to show you enough value that you can decide whether this is a tool that you wish to add to your repertoire or not today. So we're going to go through it in that format. Let me start off by sharing my screen. Okay, actually, need to open this up. Okay, there we go. So I just wanted to start off by showing you the clients that we're currently working with.
Hmm.
The reason why I'm starting off with this is because it's important to show you that we're not just working with allocators or fund managers. We're also working with service providers, so consultants, auditors, prime brokers. They all use our platform for various reasons. And this is because, go on.
What could be the reason for Bridgewater to access your platform? Looking for new managers?
Yes, exactly.
Mm.
Yeah, looking for those emerging managers to invest in, and also they may even find clients through our website who want to work with them as well,
Hmm.
because yeah, the platform is just an information exchange. So many people are looking at it and looking at profiles and finding contact details through the system.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so our main goal is to provide global 360 coverage of the alternative asset space. So as you can see here in the top left corner, it's not just hedge funds that we work with. We also work with private equity, private credit, real estate, traditional long only funds, and we have a directory as well.
Hmm.
Um, and there's three main pillars to what we do. So there's the news side, which is the page I'm on now. And this tells you pretty much anything you can imagine going on in the industry. So we have things such as league tables, new fund launches, new imports and hires to funds, and then we have what the allocators are doing. So who's rejigging their portfolio, who's actively looking to commit capital into XYZ strategy, and we also cover their people moves as well. And the key thing about this
Can you have
news,
a look at who's looking to commit in more details?
yeah. Yeah, sure. So that would be going to asset raising and then searches.
All right.
So we can see here Apollon want sector specific hedge funds.
Of
Um,
sector specific hedge funds. Avalon,
yeah,
Avalon is like hedge funds looking to invest in hedge funds.
Apollon's an investor.
And yeah.
So I believe it's a wealth manager. Let's have a look.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's a wealth manager. You can see the AUM size here and when it was last updated. So
Mm.
just a few days ago. And then we have the intentions listed here as well on the profile, if you wanted a closer look at that.
Um, let's have a look. I just want to have an idea, like how does it work? Like here, Apollo wants to raise. Let's look into this. The full article.
Okay, I'll click on the full article here. Yeah.
South Carolina's based wealth manager. It's not very clear. Looking to add sector specific company wants domestic. It's not very clear what I'm seeing. Um,
Do you need me to zoom in?
yes, please, if you can.
Is that enough?
Okay. The firm has tilted its attentions away from market neutral hedge funds and emerging markets. Single added firm twice, position developer photos mistake, and the premise of the use is best ways to recover from current turmoil. Approve more active managers generally as looks to increase exposure into more alternative investments. Okay, can you go down?
Yep.
Have alternative have really given us the tools to advance portfolios in adding a bit. Okay, more down, please. There's not.
That would be the end of the article.
Okay.
It will just show the next article
Okay.
there. Yeah.
They didn't give any information about what they're looking exactly for. Fine. طيب. Okay.
Yeah,
Are you
it's a
gonna
bit.
give me
It's
like
a
a 2 week or something trial period or to try this thing? Or
Unfortunately, we don't offer trials anymore, just because there's a lot of sensitive information on here. That's all GDPR compliant.
this?
What we found,
يعني for example, this is just for me. It didn't generate any possibility of business. I don't know what they're looking for. Um,
Mm.
they're just talking, but there's nothing specific what they're looking for. Nothing.
yeah. So I think this articles can vary in their vagueness or their specificity.
Exposure.
Let's go back into a different article
Like how can I
and
generate business from this? If I know some hedge funds, some investors looking for something. Okay, civil
yeah.
sovereign wealth fund.
So yeah, so this one with Alaska, sorry, we can see that they're particularly looking for additional exposure to CTAs. So that gives more of a
To measure area at any point of time there are things that can be improved upon. Can you go down on it?
yeah.
You don't have to do. Just again talking to. There's nothing specific that I want this strategy. Please contact me. I mean, how can I generate business from this? This is just talking. Hopefully,
Well, the strategy is CTA. That's what they're looking for.
Alaska eyeing hedge fund managers upgrade CTA boost. How can we
Yeah.
contact them? Show them. Oh,
How can you contact them? Well, you'd click into the investor profile. And then once you've clicked into the investor profile, it provides some key contacts. So as you can see, you've got the chief executive officer and executive director there with a direct number and direct email address. We have the chief investment officer with a direct number and email address, director of investments,
mm,
again, director of investments, senior portfolio manager for absolute return, so for hedge funds.
mhm.
And then we have more contacts here, can be sorted by their phone numbers
Contracts. Yes. Mhm,
and more email addresses. So
mhm.
for
Contact them, send them for your profile, blah blah blah. But
exactly.
it's not like an explicit request for a certain thing. Just, we're looking.
Oh, so you're looking for mandates in
Yes,
particular.
yes, yes.
Okay. So if I click on explore here and then I click on mandates,
Hmm.
it will tell me exact mandates. So let's, for example, go into progressive tactical portfolio and into this mandate. And then it will give me the specific information. So this Swiss manager is searching for new underlying funds for its tactical fund of hedge funds portfolio. The liquid alts fund of hedge funds is currently split between 25 managers across global macro CTAs, including trend following, as well as commodity strategies. New funds are
Can you
anticipated
go
to
lower?
be added in the next 12 months.
Okay.
That's it. Okay. So the investor is interested in credit, equity, medium-term volatility, and commodity hedge fund strategies. Manager size is not restricted, while emerging and startup players may be considered, though the investor prefers boutique managers with smaller teams. Due diligence typically takes 2 to 4 months, and ticket sizes are expected to range between $15 to $50 million.
Hmm.
So that's where more the specificity will come in if you click into the mandates now. Then the now page is to provide icebreakers and give you the news. In more of an article format, whereas the mandates are going to go into specifically what you're looking for. But going back to what I was saying earlier, 92% of this news is exclusive to us. So it's not just Bloomberg news repackaged. Our journalists go out and source the information directly from the fund managers and investors themselves
Mhm.
to keep this information as up to date as possible.
Mhm. Mhm.
The second pillar that I was talking about was our data side. So our news speaks directly to the data to keep it fresh. And what we've heard about from some of our clients who've moved from competitors to us is that sometimes they look through the data and they find it can be a bit stale because some of these management firms and investors haven't been spoken to for months or for years.
Mhm.
But because we have the news speaking directly into it, we ensure that those contact details, AUM sizes, intentions, and preferences are kept up to date as possible, as well as the monthly performance statistics, the Sharp ratios, the risk returns are kept up to date from being on those monthly distribution lists. We also have indices, which is part of the data side, and then we have events, which is our third pillar. So if you're looking to brush shoulders with people in the industry and build up your network through those means, we host events globally to give you the opportunity to meet some new potential clients face to face.
Mhm.
So I'm going to go into everything in a little bit more detail, but is that what you were looking for and expecting to see, or is there anything more that you're looking to see today?
Looks nice. Looks nice.
Yeah. So initially, when we opened the conversation, you were telling me about looking for new funds.
Mhm.
What I'd say is the best way to do that would be to go to research
Mhm.
and then new funds. And then this will give us information, aggregated information on new funds that are being launched and how exactly they're performing. So we can see Asia hedge funds launch hit a record of 9.6 billion. Let me make sure this is up to most recent. This is actually not what I wanted to show you. Let me see this on this page. No, it's not there either. Reports. Oh no, it's not reports. It's not research. It's reports. Sorry. So it's future fund long. So future fund launches. Click on the full article, and if I scroll down here, it will give me all of the funds that are being launched in upcoming quarters, upcoming months. So you can see the firm that's launching it, the strategy, the manager HQ, and the pedigree of the principals. So this is what our service providers and our investors will look at as an opportunity spotter.
Mhm.
They'll say, look, these are the funds that are up and coming on the scene, and they're the ones that we're looking to reach out to.
Mhm. Yep.
So this can be downloaded as a PDF. Let's download it as a summary report. Do that again. So this is to share internally with your team, just to say, look, these are the funds that we need to reach out to because they have upcoming strategies that are due to be released, and it will be a good idea to speak with them.
Mhm.
Another thing I wanted to touch upon is this follow list. So you can see we have tags connected to each of the articles. And if you click on follow list here and you click on future fund launches, let's say Asia Pacific and MIA as examples, and then click on this cog here, that is curating your news feed. So you're getting this information to the top of your inbox. And then if you click on this pencil mark here for future fund launches, You are then able to set up customizable email alerts. So my favorite setup would be immediate because it means that the information is just flowing into my inbox throughout the day. A lot of our users set it up to daily. That gives them a summary of anything to do with future fund launches after every 24-hour period. And once that's saved, that's locked in. And the reason why I'm highlighting this is because we don't want our users to have to log into the platform every day to find the information that's important to them. We want to be added to their workflow and just be part of what they do on a day-to-day basis and give them the urgency they're looking for in what can be quite a competitive market. So if I close that. So going back to funds, we also have the talent side, which is any people moves that are taking place. We also have launches and closures. So these will be specific articles about certain funds that have been launched. We can see Eric Sturzer Investments has launched a Luxembourg domiciled UCITS long short equity fund. This is just a signal here because we don't have the full article level of information here. We can see a co-president has plotted a new financial HF launch. So just various launches. So this allows people to see the emerging managers that are coming through. We also have performance and markets, which allows people to see the league tables, as I was referring to, and the performance across regions and particular strategies. The $1 billion club, which highlights firms that are dealing with $1 billion or over in AUM, and then the reports and the research as I was referring to before. So just from a news angle, how does this all look to you, and do you think it's something you could make use of?
Of course, definitely. So,
Beautiful.
what subscription packages do you have?
So I was going to go into the data side first and just do some searches, and then we
Go
can
ahead.
go into that. So what's best, do you think, to search for? I know you mentioned managers before. Do you want to look at funds to be more specific?
Fine, let's look
Would
at
that be the
funds.
best one?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the
So as you can
difference
see,
between funds and managers? I mean, like, this is single managers with like no funds. I mean, like managed account platform.
so these are the managers linked with the funds that we have listed. So it's 37,000 funds from 8,500 odd managers.
I see. Okay.
So if we go into the funds here, as we can see, we have some of the larger ones here. It can be sorted by inception. So we can see here, if you were looking for the more emerging funds,
Okay.
the funds that have been launched this
Let's say
year.
I want AUM under above 10 million,
Okay.
and
Yep.
performance above 30%. Let's say
Okay.
for 3 years period.
For 3 years period. Um,
Can we find any?
so the performance. I think we can only do year to date. Um, so if we do year to date, we can do 30%. Oh no, it's 30% or over, sorry, to 276.
From third,
And then we can do last year as well. So we can add in both of these.
last year.
And then this shows the funds that have performed over 30% over the last 2 years.
How many of them? Just for curiosity, out of curiosity.
17.
Okay, wait, AUM is between 10 and 10 million and above. Okay, just for last year. I want for the past 3 years, like doing 30%, above 30% annualized. You cannot find any?
Um, it looks like we can only do last year and this year together. We can't do 2020 included in that. We're able to do the last 2 years.
This is simply because there is no such a fund that is delivering 30% for the past 3 years
Uh,
annualized. Uh,
I, I I don't even think it's that. I just think that we don't have that filter available. As I shown you, we have year to date, so that would be this year. We have last year performance, but we don't have.
can you ask your, supervisors, whoever? I mean, like, we need such a filter where you can, uh, for you can specify for a certain number of years what type of performance needed annualized. I mean, this is
Yeah,
like the
I
ABC of such a research should be.
yeah. Yeah, I can speak to the product team after that, after this call, and say, look, this is a filter that we think would be really popular amongst clients and potential clients. So yeah, last 3 years would be something that we can add.
All right, all right. So, okay, and year to date, you put 30% up to 760%, and AUM
Yeah,
between 10 million and above. And you
yeah.
okay, what if you say like 50 million and above?
Okay, 50 million and
How many
above.
how many will be left? I'm telling you that performance is usually with 50 million above. How many left?
So I've just done it for year to date and AUM size, and it shows that we have 65 funds that have
Something
been.
doesn't make sense
Uh,
to you, right?
what doesn't make sense?
Because when we asked for like 10 million and above, we had 17. But when we
Oh, it's because I took off last year. I can add that back. That's not a problem.
add it back,
Yeah. So 14 funds that have been 30%.
14. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
I see. So very little.
Uh,
Like, mm,
yeah, exactly. And as you can see, these are some of the larger funds as well that have been around for quite a while, that are performing well.
there's still.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah, exactly. They've managed to remain quite consistent.
Hmm. There's a AUM like 4 billion here, like high
Yeah, yeah,
cap
Hyder.
fund.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's a
I'm
massive.
sure you're aware of Hyder in New York,
Yeah.
who's been quite successful in the industry for a while. We also have a couple of Crispin O'Day's funds here as well. Um, Centurion, yeah. So quite well known Mulvaney, quite well known funds that
When
are
they write
performing.
AUM to 232 uh, million.
Yes,
Small fund.
200.
There's two fund. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Fine. It's not a billion. Okay. Just I see. I see.
Yeah,
Fine. Fine. So the big ones are just few numbered, like Tulip. Tulip. This is for I forgot his name. Anyway,
let's have a look.
you
Tulip.
can click on it and see the fund information.
Oh, of course, yeah. That's a key part of what we do.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Tulip.
yeah.
They're managing like
So
2 billion. Contact
yeah,
information. Everything is there. All right.
yeah. So if I go into capital partners, the fund manager. So yeah, just having a look at the fund profile itself. So we have the investment region, the strategy, the share class, the fund location, inception, and its year to date and when the profile was last updated. So just a couple of months ago. And then we have the monthly returns written here. So dating back to 2003 when the fund was launched.
Uh-huh.
Um, and then we have the chart view as well. So
This is monthly
the
returns. They're doing
monthly returns.
20% a month. Can you show me more a little bit?
So yeah, if I go back to the list, um, so this gives it
For
more.
example,
Go on.
2020, how much they ended? Like
10, 10,
year to date, how much did
10.96,
10.96?
and then year to date.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay, but in 1 month they did like 25%. Wow. So
yeah.
volatility is
They've
there, like.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is the name of the game when it comes to hedge funds. So if I click on chart view here, this gives me the ability to download this chart into
Show the
several
course,
formats.
the returns in red. Can you go down a little bit? A little bit. No, no, not this one. Above, above. The histogram. Yes, 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 yes. It shows you. But they don't show you in.
Yeah, so yeah, it just shows you in this format. You can see
Mm.
on the side of the chart there, it's got the minus. And then we have the AUM sizes each month. Again, this can be changed to a chart view. I find the chart view preferable for AUM size because it just shows how it's developed. A lot of companies had the pandemic dip, but we can see that it's been steadily growing since then. Again, this can be downloaded. And then we have statistics such as return statistics, worst month,
Yeah.
risk statistics,
Mhm.
related funds and how they've been performing.
Related fund to them. I mean, within the same sector.
Yeah, related funds within the same sector and also who are looked after by the same manager. I believe this is actually just the same manager, to be honest, when it's related funds. And then in investment information, we have the management fee, hurdle rate, high water mark,
Mhm.
the returns, fund terms, fund criteria, service providers. And then if you're looking to contact the people who are running this fund, this is when you'd go into the management profile, Progress Capital Partners, which I've opened up here. And this gives all the key contacts. So we can see the CEO's number and email addresses provided there alongside some other of his colleagues. We have the contact. We have extra contacts here if you aren't able to reach the key contact. And then we have all the funds listed here that are underneath this management firm.
I see. I see.
Yeah,
Well, that's good enough.
yeah. Um,
Consultants, exactly. What's consultants?
so consultants is a bit of a smaller section of our database, but as you can imagine here, it just shows details of the consultants, contact information. So if somebody is looking for a new consultant to work with, it gives them some information. So you can see
That you mean, or what?
the consultant would definitely be in an advisory format, and then it would also be a bridge between funds and investors
A
for
bridge
people.
fund investor. This is important. Like, if you want to invest in this fund, you
Exactly.
have
Yeah, yeah. Well, no. What I'm saying is these consultants would act as the bridge.
as yeah, they would act as the bridge for you to invest
Exactly.
into these funds.
Exactly. Yeah. They'd have the funds as the list of in their contacts, and then we have the contact details, so phone numbers, email addresses. This has 1,042 contacts listed because it's quite a large consultant. Um, and then we have the signals archive, which is articles linked to the consultant themselves.
I see. Fine. Just tell me briefly, how can we subscribe into this service, and what's the costs? Monthly,
Yeah, not a problem.
annual?
Yeah, not a problem. So, as I was saying, with our platform, it's a subscription basis, and you'll get the entire platform for 12 months. As I can say, the platform that I'm showing you today incorporates the Eureka Hedge and HFM data combined. So nothing behind a paywall, and that provides you the platform for 1 to 5 users, and they aren't restricted globally. They can be in any part of the world, and normally that would be $16,000, but because we're running a promotion. Since it's a newly relaunched and upgraded platform, we are dropping the price to $10,000, and that will give you an account manager to make sure that you're getting the most out of the account, a customer success team member who will work with you as well. And once you're onboarded, you'll be ready to go.
Fine. Can you send me an email with that? I'll have to consult with a few friends.
Okay, sure. And just to give you the heads up, the deadline for that promotion is the 18th of November. Um, so just yeah, just bear that in mind. We're having some internal discussions about changing the pricing as well. So I just want to make sure that you're aware of that. So if there's anything we need to discuss before that date, do reach out to me via email.
I
Do
would
call
appreciate,
me.
like, before the end of that period, to give me a buzz. I will try to consult with a few friends who might be interested in the service as well.
Okay, sure.
And we're working together. Maybe we can divide the fees between us.
Oh,
I mean,
okay. Yeah, that is something we could potentially do. What would be the best number to reach you on, Fadi?
you don't have it, like 00962 seven eight
Yep, yep,
696
yep.
3950.
3950.
Yep,
So 00962 786 963 950.
exactly, exactly.
Awesome. So yeah, I'll definitely give you a buzz before then. Have a discussion with your friends. Let me know what the feedback is, and we'll do anything on our side to help make this partnership work.
Inshallah, inshallah. In the meantime, I really have to go. I have another meeting.
Hmm.
Uh, but we'll definitely get back to you for sure.
Okay, sounds good, Fadi. Thanks for your time today. Have a pleasant rest of your day.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye bye.